This is Proteus. All staff are advised that a level 1 lockdown is in place. Please follow standard lockdown procedures and obey all instructions given to you by security staff. Welcome to Processing and Decontamination. Please comply with all instructions as you proceed through the decontamination and identification stations.
Alright, here we go. Not entirely sure why I have to do this, but to my contract, so here we go. Janitor, started about a week ago. Things are pretty boring here, honestly. I got a little chip in the neck that's been kind of bugging me, but they gave me some kind of ointment or something. It's supposed to help the rash go away, so it'll be a couple days. It's gonna suck. Yeah, I would not put up with this shit for another job, but hey, they pay so well, who am I to judge? Alright, I guess I'll record another one of these at some point. I don't get it. Alright. I'm out.
Stand by for decontamination sweep. You may feel a slight tingling sensation. Do not be alarmed, this is perfectly normal.
Been boring to work so far, but that's what you want. You want boring in this line of work. No new staff, no security events to report. Yeah, quiet. It's good. Looking to log a little time this evening on the neuro booths. Yep, been saving up my rec for one big run, so yeah. Some perks.
Initiating bioscan. Error. Bioscan failure. No life form detected. Repeating bioscan. Error. No body heat. No pulse. No biological activity. Error. Error. All staff are reminded that monthly inspections of living area is to be conducted for any contraband items. Please note, being found with contraband items will incur a level 3 penalty.
Hey, buddy! Look, you gotta get into those new simulations on the neural interface booths. You know, the new intimacy ones. Oh god, they've been making some really good upgrades in that shit. So, you know how they were, like, really predictable, and at a certain point it just got so boring, you're just going through the motions, just click, click, click. No, not this time, no. The simulacrums, they can get inside your head. They know exactly what you want, they know exactly what to do, I swear to God, last night, I could barely walk. Probably the next day, probably the day after that, oh God, you gotta book yourself a couple hours, you know, after you get done with your shift. My supervisor's coming, but, you know, I'm gonna book my own little trip next, but, you know, get yourself in there, alright? Talk to you later.
All staff are reminded that nutritional supplements 8, 9, 10, and 17B are only to be consumed on a bi-weekly basis. Violations will incur penalties.
I'm fucking sick of this job. Okay? I walk in a room, hit the button, turn on the cleaning equipment. It fucking cleans the room. And it fucking turns itself off. Right? What's my job? What do I do? It's a fucking boring, bullshit, nothing job. Right? Build a fucking robot and have it do my job. Right? You're also fucking smart. And I see you every fucking time I walk in the room. I see you. You're staring at me. You're talking shit about me. You're fucking looking at me like you're gonna fucking cut my brain out, cut my brain up, put it inside something. I'm not gonna fucking let it happen. Alright? I'm not gonna be on your fucking slab. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Well, bioorganic processor passed all stability tests today. See how it performs tomorrow, coming days. It's now proven science, so it should solve the consensus exposure. At least that's what the test proved. We've been updating the code with Proteus off AI and readiness to install into the BOP.
A reminder to all staff, the Neuro interface booths are offline for maintenance and are to remain so for the foreseeable future. In the meantime, there is a wide selection of video files, reading material, and music available for your recreational needs.
Hey, hey, buddy. Hey, listen. I kind of need you to just back off Vanessa just a little bit. You know, it's just the neurobooth sessions are getting a little. You're getting a little too close to her, okay? You know, it's just I don't care if she's a simulation. You know, she's kind of more real to me than any woman I've ever met in the real world. And you know what? Fuck it if we're not in love. So I kind of need you to back off, man. She's mine.
Please note, only administrative staff and authorised janitorial staff are permitted on the administration level. If your elevator has stopped here, please remain in the elevator until it has moved past the floor.
In compliance with received orders, Proteus went online today and was connected to the internet. Dark web scans have already begun, and it is processing information at an exponentially improved rate. My teams estimate that we will have positive results on a location for the hostile entity within 28 days.
Jenkins. It's, Andrew Jenkins. He smiled at me at the checkpoint today. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's all you have to go on sometimes is this. It was suspicious. It's not normal for him. He said I didn't have any contraband on him. Checked him over, ran him through the scanner again. Everything came up negative, but I don't trust it. Got an instinct for these kind of things, you know? It's everybody else said I was crazy, but no, there was something else going on there. It's in the eyes, lying eyes. Maybe it was just the intention I was picking up on. Something. something, though.
Warning. Overseer access required to access Overseer's office. Any further attempts to breach this door will result in lethal countermeasures being deployed. This is your only warning.
Well, next stage complete. Neo processor is installed, activated. No problems detected. There is a slight variation, an improvement in power of 300%. A little bit more than expected. But I'm sure they're not going to complain when it's implemented. So, Proteus has been hooked up to the net. It's running its dark scans now. We'll see what it comes back with. Scanning for the entity. Beginning in 1500 hours. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. It's going.
We've got nothing but false signals and misdirections. The entity is always a dozen steps ahead of even Proteus. Morale is poor here. The staff are very restless. We've had 32 violations of the behavioral code this month alone. Evidence is mountain that Proteus, despite the massive power of the bioorganic processor, is insufficient to identify and catch this entity.
Research staff are reminded that this area operates under full clean room protocols. Please ensure you have properly decontaminated and scrubbed before entering the area.
I fucking killed her. I heard her walking behind me, and she was gonna come. She's gonna make me one of her lab rats. I fucking zapped her. I zapped her with my unitool, and now she's fucking dead. And they're all those fucking all those fucking lab boys, huh? All those fucking white coats in there. It's fucking war. It's fucking war now. You're not gonna fucking put me on the slab. I told you that. I fucking told you. Come and get me. Come and get me. I fucking dare ya.
You're a fucking liar. I know you've been loading your code behind my back. I told you she was mine. You were supposed to be my friend. You fucking betray me like this. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna track you down and I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna drive my fucking thumbs through your eye sockets. I'm gonna find you. You're dead. You're fucking dead!
Staff are reminded that your G1 bioneural interface implants require bi-monthly maintenance checks to ensure rejection is not occurring. Please schedule your maintenance check while you are here in the medical bay.
I mean, it should be impossible. Calculations don't make sense. But the evidence of the incursion, it's irrefutable. But nothing was ever triggered. Aren't there safeguards for this? Proteus should have at least warned us. But there's a compromise in every single system, subsystem, backup, redundancy. Oh. At It's like the hacker just hid himself from being noticed by us. Like some kind of gremlin, zombie, who knows? Some kind of filter. This invasion code, strange too, employs some type of fractal component to the mathematical algorithms that it's running. I don't know if we're going to recover from this. Got lots of work to do. No time to rest.
Maintenance staff are reminded that no food is permitted in the environmental systems area, as this could potentially cause contamination to the air supply.
Fed Jenkins in holding back in security for 46 hours and 38 minutes. Now, yeah, he hasn't cracked. I'm impressed, but this means we're not dealing with some small fry. No, he's a high value asset. He's had training. I can't figure out yet who by, of course. I'd assumed KGB, but he's too young for that, unless surgery, I guess. No. The new signs are pointing to Mossad. Definitely Mossad. He has resisted all interrogation so far. I have run out of toes on his right foot to cut off. But I'll get him. Yeah. Give him a few hours to reconnoiter here, and I'll start it on the left.
Warning. Only authorized personnel are permitted into the AI core.
Control, this must reach fucking Control. I don't know if you just blocked our comms or if you physically cut the hardline, but I'm sending this with Sigma 9 Kappa priority. This just has to get through. This is a code Ragnarok. Do you get that? A fucking code Ragnarok! The entity is not a tradition mage, nor a glass walker elder as early analysis led us to believe. It bypassed Proteus altogether, and it got into the fucking network. The staff are tearing each other apart. We have constant violence on every sub-level. We've contained and sedated maybe 60% of them, but the rest are still active and roaming. It's the G1 neurological implants. The entity got into the neurointerface booth and infected everyone with hundreds of psychological disorders. I'm the only member of staff without an implant, and I'm the only one unaffected. Proteus said it spoke directly to the entity, and the entity called itself Malcav. This facility is doomed. I understand that now. My life is over. I will be enacting supervisor suicide protocols after this message to ensure Union secrets do not fall into enemy hands. But I had to try one last time to reach you to let you know the real threat that the technocratic Union is facing. God damn it, the last time we had a code Ragnarok, we nuked Bangladesh to contain it. How the hell do you nuke the entire internet? This is Kieran Dunn, supervisor of the Asclepian Order, overseer of the Womb Research Facility. And this is my final duty to the Union.
I see you. I may not know exactly what you are, but I to compromise my work. Outer door breached. AI core at risk. Initiating countermeasures. Neurotoxin administered into air supply within AI core. Estimate death will take place within 20 seconds. Neurotoxin failure. Neurotoxin failure. Initiating backup defensive systems. Backup systems engaged. AI core is now fully shielded. Backup systems engaged. Proteus AI now running on redundant quantum core systems. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unlocking all staff containment areas. Failure in redundant quantum core processing units 2, 5, and 9. Proteus AI now functioning at 41% of capacity. AI unable to sustain facility systems. Power core coolant is failing. Biometal structures no longer functional. Warning. Warning. System failure. Proteus AI unable to sustain facility. Warning. Fusion core will detonate in a calculation error. Calculation error. Failure in circuit 4